Look at one of my favorite stocks. It's called Shopify. With all the COVID-19 issues, online shopping really picked up very well. With that, Shopify is a leader in the industry. So let's see what we can do with Shopify. Let's quickly go to the chart here. So as you can see the chart, Shopify stock is doing very well, and we are here on February 18. And we just had the earnings, as you can see here. Earnings was on February 12th, and as expected, the implied volatility has come down, as you can see here. Let me close this out. And also, the stock is bullish, as you can see from on the balance volume here. DMI, the ADX is trending up. The DI minus, the red line, is trending lower. And even chattel money flow is a little bit going down, which is kind of like a divergence here, showing a little bearish sign. At the same time, ATR, which is average true range, is kind of going up. So we will take the advantage of low volatility situation by selling a straddle, a long straddle. So with that, let's go in this scenario 120 days out, 19th June here, and let's sell at the money straddle. Stock is trading at 536. Let's go to 540, close enough. Let's sell. Let's buy a straddle. Done. So next earning, for this stock is on May 8th, around May. So let's go to May 8th, which is just after earnings. And let's go to the chart again very quickly. So we are here May 8th, and we had the earnings. Earnings was on May 6th. We are 2 days after the earnings. As expected, implied volatility came down, and ADX is going up, and the DI plus, which is the blue line here, is trending up, and the red line is trending lower. This is a bullish sign. And here, as you can see, the on the balance is volume is going up. Even Chaplin money flow is really positive here. So with this, we'll go back to the trade tab, initiate one more straddle, and we'll go 105 days out to August. And one of the reasons we are doing this is really make sure time is on our side, go a little bit longer duration. And Shopify is a high flyer stock. We really don't know whether it will go up a lot, go down a lot. So that's why we are buying the straddle. Let's keep going down here to our price range, where it's still buffering. So let's give it a minute to settle down, and then we'll initiate one more straddle buy. So now I think we are good. So stock is at 716. Let's keep coming down here. We are at 7. Let's go to 720, which is close enough to 716. And let's initiate one more straddle buy. 196. All right, so next earnings is 7:30. 7:30 is just after the earnings, which is July 30th. Let's go to July 30th here. And let's go to the chart as usual. And as you can see here, we are on July 30th. We had the earnings on July 29th. And as you can see here, the IV implied volatility came down here. And we will take advantage of this, and we'll go initiate one more straddle buy. Because we are buying, we want to make sure we have time on our side. We'll go 113 days out. And now stock shot up, as you can see, 2023. So let's go ahead and buy a straddle at 1020, which is close enough at the money straddle. All right, so one more earning is around November. Let's go to November 4th here. All right, so as we can go to charts here, let's examine the chart. As you can see here, we had the earnings here, and after the earnings, volatility kind of came down a little bit, but not a huge event, I would say. But generally, the volatility is low right now, and stock is trending up. One thing we notice here is a little bit bearish with the DI minus going up, and the DI plus is also trying to go up a little bit, but not positive like last time. And Chaplin money flow is again going lower, a little more bearish here. So with that, let's go to at the money straddle. We'll do same thing 107 days out. Gives us plenty of time. 977 is the stock price. We'll go around 960. In this case, 970, 980 is the close enough. Let's go to 980 and buy a straddle. All right. So we did that. So so let's now do one thing. We have multiple straddles that we bought, as you can see. If I go to Shopify here, um, and if you look at the expiration dates, one was in June, which is while ago. Let's go back to June expiration and see how we did. So it was June 19. Let's go to June 19. All right, so in the meantime, let it come up. Let's go to chart and examine the chart in the meantime. So June 19th, we are at June 19th here. As you can see, stock kind of, went up after the earnings. We just bought it after the earnings somewhere, I think in February. So stock kind of went up. Let's go back and see how is our June 19th position doing here. So June 19th, right here. So this did very well. I think we made $22,000 in this case. Let me go ahead and close this position. Good. So for the next position, let's go and see. We have one more position. Um, okay, next one which is expiring is August. Let's go to the August 21. Do I have any more in June? Let me please see. Yeah, we have one more in June. So let's close out this straddle also, which is again, making good amount of money, 22.9K. Let's close that out. All right. So next straddles which are due is in August 21. Let's go to August 21. All right. So as it's buffering, let's quickly look at the chart to see how is it doing in August. August 21 somewhere here, and stock is kind of going kind of showing some bearish sign when it comes to DMI to some extent, not anything to not great. And the relative strength index is also okay, and on the balance volume is going up, which is a good sign. And even Chaplin money flow is kind of money is slowly pouring into the stock, not at a great extent though. With that, let's see how is our August position, straddle position is doing. So as we can see here, we got August, two of them. One is 10K, other one is also 11K, which is a good profit. Let me go and close that out. All right, so we did two more straddles out, and now we got November 20th. Um, let's go to November 20th and see how we did. And in the meantime, let's go to the chart and see how is the chart looking, for November. So as you can see here, stock is kind of trying to make its way up. IV is lower as usual. Historical IV went up, that's okay. And DI here, it's a little bit bearish sign here when it comes to DI, DMI. And the last one, chocolate money flow, is kind of lower than 50%. Not a great sign, but it's trending up as you can see. With that, let's go to our August, um, November positions here. And as you can see here, this straddle, Shopify straddle, for November, we did not do that great, mainly because volatility, as you can see here, um, came down a little bit on us. So stock is a little bit bearish. So let's go ahead here to our November positions and close them out. Even though stock did not do great, we have previous profits, so it will easily compensate for those. And one thing we can also do is, instead of closing it out, we could even roll this. Let's do a roll. Let's roll this position, create a rolling order. And as we roll it, let's roll it into little further out. Instead of November, let's go all the way to December. I think December is a good one. Let's go all the way to December here. We are paying a little bit money, that's fine. Let's do that. And in the meantime, I think we got one more November position here. Let's do the same thing for that too. And we'll roll it into December. And in the meantime, let's increase the price a little bit so that we get closed. Let's make it 86. And the next one, let's also make it 6.2. Yeah, sometimes with the Thinkorswim platform, as you can see, on demand is a little slow, so give it a little time. All right. So when that's working through, let's now look at our next position, which is February. Let's go all the way to December and see how is our two more straddles doing. December 29th. And in the meantime, let's look at the chart on December 29th. So as you can see here, implied volatility is still not great. So it's I would say it did not shoot up, and stock is doing it's a little bit bearish right now with DI plus is kind of trying to come down a little bit. That's a very bearish sign, and also chocolate money flow is kind of going over the stock right now. With that, let's look at our February positions and see how it's doing. So it's 829 profit here, and the next one here is about 3000 profit. We will take that and close these two things out. And the next one, all right. So overall, what did we learn? So what we learned is really, for a stock like Shopify, we don't know the direction, what direction it will go. That's why we are doing the long straddle here. With the long straddle, we want the stock to either go up a lot or go down a lot. In this scenario, we will make money. If it stays still, we will not make that much money, and also if the IV drops, we will not make too much money. So that's what we saw in the November, straddles. So with that, hope this helps, and happy trading.